And we're going to step to the left. Because if he grabs, he's going to lean. Okay? All in kickball, all blocks are strikes. Does that sound familiar? So this is the same thing. Now what I'm doing, I'm striking this inside bicep, and my elbow's coming across this forearm. Okay? So what happens is his head moves toward me. Okay? So I'm also studying body movements and physics. Right? Yeah. So strike, back knuckle. So that's what we're doing. Kelly? Now, my teacher, I'm showing you exactly how my teacher taught me. Okay? And I make contact because if you don't, you can shoot off a round 9mm firearm and you can't hit the target. So you have to hit the target. And the only way you know how is to touch the target. So this is my, and my students, I call this my love touch. I'm showing my love. Feel. Okay? So you decide how you want to touch. But I want you to touch the person. Because if you're throwing a strike, if you're shooting a firearm, you've got to hit the target. It's useless. Okay? Everybody up and pair up, please. You got what the movement is. I'm going to move my right hand to where it's supposed to go. I want to move him. Now, anything you guys do, you're always in a self-defense position. And you notice, right now I'm talking, but my elbow is here, my hands, and my hand. It's always there. You always have to do it. Okay? And you notice, Master Cole said, they don't fight from this position. And we fight from a standing position as if we're walking. Okay? So if I'm walking, he comes across and grabs, that's what's going to happen. Okay? So we're not from a cover sense. But you know what? When you go back to school and you teach your kids and your students, you do teach this. Okay? You do teach this. You do teach this. Because those are the drills and the basics that's going to make the foundation of a strong technique. Make sense? Yes. So, watch his. Okay, what you want to do is you want to move that to happen. Okay, so you don't want to push it. You want to strike it so that the effect happens on his body. Watch what his head does. Okay. Grab. Good. It comes to me. Okay. You want his body to move. Then there's a strike. We're going to add a little bit to it. Again, you want the body's reaction: strike, left, right punch, and a right kick. Okay, try that, please. Sure. Okay, we're going to work here, punch, and right kick. Someone asked that, do I take a side step? Yeah, I do. It's just a natural movement. Now, there's a lot of things, but I don't have time to cover that with you. I want you to work the actual technique, but you should be stepping to the side. Okay? There's a four-corner cover right and left. So you know what? Sometimes we don't have time to do that. Emperado and T1X system of self-defense was based on street survival. Bottom line. And we'll get into something else later because I don't teach all that. Right now I'm sharing with you the survival technique. So whatever comes to you works. Okay, Matt? The next thing, since everybody got that inward strike counter. So the next one I want you to work on is this person grabs. Okay. Now, most likely someone grabs and punches, right? Grab, punch. Straight. Same thing. Sometimes I get excited. So you're going to grab, we're going to do the same stride. But this hand is here too. I want you to do it. Okay? Again, inward strike. Okay? But all I want you to do is work on that. Grab, punch. So we went from a two-hand grab, now grab and punch. Now, you know this punch is not going to come straight. Okay? If he grabs, boom, that's what's going to happen. Okay? So please work on that. I am the laziest martial artist in the biz. I love teaching, I love working hard, but I'm lazy. Okay? So how I work my technique. How I work my techniques, if you notice, grab, I don't do this. I don't do this. I don't do this and this. Watch my hand positioning. From here. You see how short? I don't recoil or cock. I keep firing. I think there was talk about the fastest way to 2 points is a curve. Someone say that? George. So, but you guys understand what I'm talking about. One of the ways that I teach my students to do that is I keep my hands in a 12 inch to 1 foot length. If you ever boxed before, and footwork is very important, you notice that the feet are very important. This is called a lowy step in Hawaii. It looks like a dance. And the Hawaiians love to dance. They love to hula too. But it's called a lowy step. It's based on Hawaiian hula, which is incorporated in my tempo also. Okay, so watch what happens here. Okay. My hands don't extend further. It's coiled and cocked, ready to fire already. It doesn't have to come from here. I can't afford, I'm too slow and I'm too old and not strong enough to be able to, I have to cheat my techniques. Okay? And that's how I do it. So I mix it. Thank you. I hope Hackman doesn't get mad for that. Okay. So he's grabbing again, and watch how short everything is. Is my check in? Right. Watch. I don't recoil or cock. Everything's right there. Fire. It's all, you're a weapon, you're already loaded. Try, please. Put the grab arm. Okay, punch. Okay, this is just like this grab. We're going to do the same thing. If that punch comes, I have this here. Okay. So right punch come, same thing. Stun the man. Okay, I'm not going to hurt him, but I'm going to stun him. Okay, because especially if this hand comes, go. Okay. I have this here. Okay. I also have this here. So right punch comes this way, right. This one comes, I poke here. I rip this man down here. There's no fancy techniques, and I'm hitting every single target. I don't wait. Remember, I told you I'm the laziest guy there is. So if I'm going to shoot something and put effort behind it, I'm going to hit that target. I don't go target shooting. I train, I practice, and I teach, but I don't do it in Kelly, okay. Again. Which side do we see? Okay. All right, so right punch, two strike, okay, and block. Okay. And I want this eye poke right inside. Again, right punch. Okay. So, but this is inward strike. Oh, we can rip that muscle. It doesn't make any difference. But I want this punch to go down and this head to come to me. When I strike that, that's going to dissipate that flow here. This is going to go to the eyes here. Okay, now be careful with the eyes. Usually when we practice it in class, we do this, and with the eyes, we do this. I don't want the eyes, so be careful. Everybody try, please. Come on.